Hey guys, this is Joey with Journey Instruments, and I am very excited to be here today with Harym from Strummin Unlimited. For people who might not know who you are, why don't you give us a quick rundown of all the basics?
I'm here. Um, yes, that is air like the air you breathe. I'm 24. I have cerebral palsy, so I am in a wheelchair. Most people don't realize that when they first see me. Um, but I started playing guitar about 7 or 8 years ago now.
Hmm.
Um, I first got interested when I was about 11 or 12 and instantly gravitated towards guitar for some reason. But being physically impaired, no one wanted to take me on
Hmm.
locally. So I literally had a guitar sitting in the corner for about 9 years. I determined to be able to pick it up one day. Um, so I don't know what made me do this, but something made me send one final email to someone I found out of Florida. His
Hmm.
name is Braden Wood. He was the first one to actually give me some hope when it came to playing guitar. He so our first few lessons were to spend on okay, how the heck are we gonna make this work? Um, so we kind of came up with this play on my lap concept.
Hmm.
And that's where the open tuning kind of came into play.
Sure.
Um, I do play an open C, so it is really weird tuning to get into. It's quite the scary tuning to get into, um, but I love it. But what that allowed me to do is I use one fingers majority of the time. But don't get me wrong, there still are some struggles even now. Being in an open tuning, I do have to capo a ton,
Hmm.
a ton,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and I obviously can't move a capo on my own. And so Marissa, my co-host, was we been coming up with this idea for like a custom capo to where I'd be able to move it with my arm rather than my hand. So we kind of just roll around pretty much. So
Hmm.
we're still working out kinks for that, but that's a prime example of how we kind of just make things work. And a lot of people ask me how I make words sound different. Then, well, the thing is, my bass note is the only note that changes
Hmm.
primarily. So if I want to play an A major, I'm gonna fret the sixth string on the ninth fret. There we go.
Hmm.
There's my A major. And a lot of people are super concerned about minors. There's a super easy trick to that. You just omit the high E, and there you go.
Hmm. There you go. See, all these tricks you can learn and more in Strummin Unlimited with Aram.
Um, and the chorus came out of see when I was learning, and even now,
Yeah.
there are no resources for open tuning. Like whenever I learn a song, I have to learn it in standard and transcribe it in my head
Right.
because it's just not available. So all the other guitar courses on the market are great. I'm not bashing anyone here. I'm actually friends with a lot of the people behind those courses.
Hmm.
But I didn't want someone to struggle the way I struggled for 8 years.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need someone to tell you, yeah, you can. Like it might look a little different, it might look a little weird to the naked eye, but if it works, it works. And that's kind of where the chords came out of. And Marissa, my co host, is actually my music therapist. She unfortunately couldn't join us today. She was
Mm.
hoping to, but something came up. But I came to her with this idea. I was like, hey, I have this really weird idea.
Mhm.
And I mean, as musicians, you tend to have weird ideas all the time. So when I told her, she's like, yeah, I'll do everything I can behind the scenes. But as we got to planning it, I was like, hey, you know what? Why don't you just do it with me? She's like, okay.
I love it. So how is the? Tell us a bit more about the course. How is it structured? How? Because you got like one out right now, one lesson out right now, and you're gonna be adding more as you go, right?
So the way it's structured, most beginner guitar courses don't really take you through buying your first guitar. So that's what we start. Literally from scratch. Literally from buying your first guitar all the way through playing your first song. We literally take you through everything, which the buyer's guide is kind of where you guys came into play.
Yeah.
Um, you guys were nice enough to let us use one of your models for the entire course, which we're still obsessed with. Um, I still, I still pick it up every chance I get.
That's
But
awesome.
we literally take you through day one, where you know nothing, to parts of the guitar, to correct positioning, to if you're gonna play like I play across your lap, or you're gonna play the quote unquote traditional way.
Mm.
We take you through what happens if you have limited strength in your left hand or your right hand, or we take you through different scenarios where your body could limit you,
Mm.
and we don't want it to. So we take you through loopholes to get around things, and we are literally we have a part of an episode where we literally take it through every note on the fretboard because we didn't want to lose the theory aspect of it too.
Yeah, that theory is really important.
We also wanted to make theory fun because we do know theory can be kind of boring. I should know. I'm a music major currently, so I should know.
You know all about how boring music theory can be as a music major.
Yes, it can be. But what we did, we turned it into this fun little game of sorts that is actually in the workbook. So you can actually play along with us, which is fun.
Hmm.
But yeah, we take you through everything. I'm talking how to position a capo because I've seen some horror positionings for capos that can be anxiety. Um, we take you through using a pick versus not using a pick. I personally use a thumb pick,
Mm.
so we do cover different types of thumb picks as well, because also a thumb pick allows you to not have to worry about holding a pick,
Mm.
which most people with physical impairments won't be able to do.
Right.
So, and we were fortunate enough to also be able to collaborate with Black Mountain Thumb Picks on that episode.
Oh, cool. Very awesome. Great
So
thumb
that was
picks.
fun. Yeah, I thought I had fun with them, and yeah, we had so much fun filming this. I mean, granted, we almost broke our heads a few times, but we had so much fun filming this. I mean, Marissa and I only met almost a year ago, so getting to do something like this really bonded us, and just seeing the response so far, like even a weekend, we already have about 20 people subscribe to the course, which is insane.
20 is that's awesome. That's really cool, especially starting out your first course. I love that.
And this is only the intro. So, if people are getting this excited over an intro, it's pretty much a good sign.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really put out the actual lesson content yet. It's just been kind of the introduction to us. So if people are this excited about an intro, it's gonna be a good chance.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see where it goes as well. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Really appreciate it, as always. If you want to know more about Harym and Strummin Unlimited, you can just click those links below. You guys know the drill. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We'll have part 2 coming up in a little bit. And goodbye.